What up, dogs? I'm Indigo. Welcome back to another GGE Games, Goals, and Expectations video. So, mostly been just talking about light weapons for the past few weeks. But I thought that it'd probably be good to now go ahead and update, give you a little bit of updates on what I'm doing right now with my hanger and stuff, or with my account right now. All right, so kind of got a little itemized list right now that I'm gonna go ahead and go through in order to make sure that go over everything I want to talk about. All right, so in terms of light weapons, I am actually going to be done for right now. I'm not gonna be upgrading any more light weapons right now because I've already got the ones that I want upgraded on these destriers. So, of course, the punishers, the spirals, the pins, the mallets, and the apids that I just finished with. All right. So yeah. Okay. Next is going to be, of course, the medium weapons that I'm going to be working. Going to be working on these medium weapons, on the Cossacks. So I'm gonna upgrade, you know, like one Cossack at a time, and once that's maxed out, then I'll upgrade the weapon that's on it and whatnot. That's what I'll be doing with the medium weapons, or the medium weapons right now. And now, in terms of heavy weapons, I haven't started upgrading any heavy weapons now right yet. But when I am done with the Cossacks, I will be working on the Schütz robots with heavy weapons attached to them, in order to get, some that are they're leveled. I'm not sure how effective they are going to be, but I'll find out. So, and then after I have finished upgrading those three types of robots, the Desters, the Cossacks, and the Schütz robots, I'm going to start, switching out weapons on them, to better weapons. So like, whatever, comes next or whatever. Yeah. Next, I'm gonna kind of go over what I'm gonna like, which each hanger are gonna be, like what each hanger is kind of gonna be. So I do have 5 hangers in total now, because I did use some of my gold to go ahead and buy some. So the first hanger is basically going to be free for all. It's not really set up for free for all right now, but the first hanger is kind of going to be for free for all, and then the second hanger is going to be for the rest of the game modes, because I don't actually have anything. I don't have enough stuff to be able to set up, all these different hangers, or at least not to be able to perform well anyway. So, yeah, the second hanger is going to be just, domination, beacon rush, and TDM for right now. I am going to work my way up to trying to get, all 4 hangers worked out. The second hanger would, once I get, one hanger is, when I get one hanger per game mode. Second hanger is going to be domination. The third would be beacon rush. And then the fourth would be TDM. I just already got that shell that I actually just got. I didn't mean to put. I don't know why that shell's in there. I just got it out of the black market. So I have Gepards in here right now, but I'm going to upgrade those. I'm not going to be working on them anytime soon. But after I'm satisfied with whatever I can do with, I mean, I kind of will, but like, basically, I'll be working on them after I finish working on Schütz robots. I will be working on some Gepards. I'll be working on some Gepards, and stuff, and then, but eventually, after I do finish those Gepards, I'm not going to upgrade them. I'm not going to be replacing them anytime soon, until I'm satisfied with what I can do with Destriers. And then when I'm satisfied with what I can do with Destriers, I'm going to replace my Destriers with Gepards. and then the geppers will be replaced with general patents. Yeah. Okay. And so the fifth hanger is actually going to be a fun hanger, which is usually what a lot of people do with their fifth hanger. Now right now I have it set up for Sage Retro tournament. Sage Retro tournaments whenever I hop on the weekend and I play with those guys. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun hanger. I'm gonna like switch it out. Sometimes I'll probably make some videos on different hangers that I'll be running. Like if I wanted to run all Punishers or some different cool unique ideas like that, I'd be running one here. Or if I wanted to do like dream hangers, like sometimes like Adrian does and whatnot. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty much everything in terms of what I have going on with the hangers at the moment. All right, what's next? All right, the next thing I wanted to go ahead and update on is that my drones. Okay, so I did have the sidekick on the Cossack, but basically what I'm doing is it's kind of like I'm cycling through all of them. I'm basically gonna buy one of each, at least one of each drone, and it's gonna kind of like cycle through all my robots in kind of like a hand-me-down sort of fashion style. So basically, like whatever is the newest drone, I'm going to be putting on this Cossack. Right here, right now is the Defender, so that basically gives me an Ansel shield if I take a certain amount of damage within 5 seconds. So yeah, and then I have moved my sidekick over to my Destrier, so it has a little bit of defense when it's low on health. Yeah, so extra defense, and then all the Destriers actually have drones on them, but not all the Cossacks have drones on them. Like only a couple of them do. Like this one does, and then that one does, and then the other 3 do not in fact have drones on them yet. They will eventually. So basically, after about like 3 more, they'll have them on there by default. Next thing I want to go over is going to be pilots. So basically, I have pilots on all my Destriers now, and then on one Cossack. The next pilot I would obviously be putting on one would be this Cossack right here, but that will be later on. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the pilots that I do have. This too, just to make sure that they're mentioned. How many? All right, so I have just about enough to actually change her skill back to mechanic like I want it to be. And that's what I'm gonna do when I get a few more. Yeah, and then to promote her is going to be 750 as well. So I have to save up another 750 just to promote her because I do not want. Yeah, and hopefully she gets a good skill and won't have to replace it again. Next is going to be Ben Steinman. Now he already has mechanic on him. That's a good skill, so I'll just end up upgrading that for 150, or if there's a discount, I will be also doing that. Next is Rakesh, he's got pins, so this is on pins. Now he's got Invulnerable Raider, which doesn't sound like the worst one, but I'm probably going to end up replacing that with like Stubborn Warrior or something like that. Next is Daisuke hit with the Mollets, and he actually got Sharpshooter on the first try, so that's actually a really good one. I'm going to end up upgrading that before I end up promoting him, because it's, hold on, how much is it? It's 150 promote him, but it's also 250 to upgrade that. Okay, so I'm going to need about 300 for him at the moment. And not 300. 400, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, okay. And then next is going to be the newest one I've already put on there. is going to be Laura Lee. Now she has Cunning Opportunist. She has Cunning Opportunist, but I think I am going to actually replace that with. I'm probably gonna replace that with like another Stubborn Warrior or something like that, or something. Just something. Probably not gonna be Cunning Opportunist. And then obviously the only other pilot I have on eBot right now is going to be this one, but he's already maxed out. I don't have to do anything else with him at this very moment, or anytime soon. Basically, the only way to make this Cossack any stronger is to put a better drone on it. Now, technically speaking, I'm not sure how it's going to work, because on the test server there's an ultimate version of the Punisher T. Now, if I take off this regular Punisher T and put on an ultimate version, will his skill still apply, and will that count? Because if that's the case, then that might be help also make this bot even stronger, or make this particular kind of ability stronger. But I'm not sure if that counts. All right. Now next, okay. So next, hold on, let me see how long this video is going for. It's not gonna go that long. Next, I want to talk about Titans. Alright, so by the time this video comes out, I've already uploaded a video about this kid. So the kid itself is maxed, the weapons itself are maxed, and I actually already have 3 maxed modules on it. The one I'm doing right now is actually going to be an extra module that I'm working on, in order to go along with my paths. So basically, what I'm planning on doing with the kid right now, first of all, he's going to be for free for all. I'm going to keep him in free for all for quite a while. So I'm going to keep Punishers on him for the foreseeable future. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to start, leveling. I'm going to start upgrading and maxing out at least one of each tier of module for each category. And then that way I will have basically be making, as strong as it already is, it's going to be made even stronger to the point. So basically I have max tier 1 modules on it right now. Then I'm going to have max tier 2, and then tier 3, and then tier 4. Even though I think there's, hold on, let me see something. I'm actually going to go to Universal, go to store. Actually, there's only 3 universal ones right now anyway. There's only three tier 3s, and then most of them are more. There's way more that are tier 4. But yeah, so I'll put like different ones on him, so like make him have different capabilities in battle and whatnot. And the reason why I'm actually upgrading an extra one is because after I'm done with that, the next project that I'm actually going to be working on, I'm basically going to keep the kid how he is right now and put that other module back on him. Well, it doesn't really matter which one I use, but I'm going to basically keep the kid where he is right now, and I'm going to be working on Arthur. Arthur is going to be my next big project. I'm going to try to max out the Arthur and also max out the Punishers that are on him, or the Titan Punishers, basically what they are on him. And like I said, the reason why I'm upgrading those modules is that once this Arthur and his weapons are maxed out, there's actually 4 slots on Arthur, and basically, Kid is the only Titan that has 3 slots. Has 3 module slots. I'm not sure why. It's literally the only one I've checked, and this is literally the only one that has 3. I'm not sure why. I guess because it technically was only supposed to be a kind of a starter Titan, but still. So I'm going to basically, on anything I do on the kid I'm gonna have at least 4 at any given time. 3 that are actually on it and an extra one. So basically, once this Arthur and its weapons are maxed out, I'm going to start moving whatever set of modules I have onto this one. And then so once I get my kid like to the most powerful it can be, with the most powerful it can be with just using punishers. Then I'm going to switch out the weapons to so that I have different weapons on the kid, and then I'm going to start cycling them through this um through um this Arthur, and then well by the time I get my kid fully maxed out, I might also have this Arthur probably should also be maxed out. um yeah, by the time I get those modules, tier 4 modules maxed out, this whole Arthur should probably be maxed out, and then I might also already be working on an Ao Ming, which I believe is the next. Yeah, Ao Ming is next. Which Ao Ming kind of sucks, but I still want to play it. I just want to see like what's the maximum capability of it. So yeah, that's how that's gonna work. And the reason why I'm actually going ahead and upgrading the Punishers on Arthur as well is simply because the um, something like the Ao Ming is next, and that has uh, two heavies in it and two lights on it. Plus, once I get to a notice, I'm going to need four of those betas. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. Okay, let's go. All right, and then last but not least, the last thing I'm going to go ahead and talk about is going to be the mothership. All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to click on it right here, and then so I have several different kinds of things I could do with mothership at the moment. So I have all these to choose from because I've been getting in them in like the black market and the special delivery and whatnot. Now I could switch to any of these because they do have much higher. They do have much higher damage than the dreadnought I'm currently using right now. But I'm actually not going to use any of them at the moment because I'd rather just stick with my dreadnought. Um, one second. Yeah. Okay. So I'd rather go ahead and just stick with my dreadnought for right now. Because it is a tier. I think it's a tier 1, right? It's a tier 1. Uh, yeah, it's a tier 1. Yeah, it is a tier 1 or gray gear mothership. So I'm going to stick with it for right now until I can get my other stuff to be stuff. I would prefer to be able to switch to a mantis, but I don't know that I'll ever actually get a mantis. So the next thing I'd actually be changing to would be a monarch, but that's purple. So I'd basically be waiting till all my other gear is purple before I even switch to that, because I don't want to have an overpowered mothership if I'm using underpowered bots. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like that would just be counterintuitive. Like yeah. What I am going to actually do instead, which is probably doesn't seem like a very smart move to anyone who's watching this, but I am actually going to put a gravity amplifier on my dreadnought, so that it's basically the most powerful it can be. Haven't actually used a gravity amplifier before, but I know how it works, and it's basically going to make my dreadnought that much better, and stuff. And I do have to spend 2 upgrade tokens or 2 Doritos in order to do this, but I figured it makes more sense to go ahead and do this rather than be biased and spend any of them on my weapons right now, because like there's several weapons that I'd probably like to go ahead and do that. Maybe like aphids or shotguns or punishers, but it's going to be a long time before I can get enough to do and get enough for any of those. So it might as well make it, not be biased. So I'm going to go ahead and spend them on this instead. Click Y and replace. And it's stupid that it gets replaced. I don't know why they did that. It's just stupid to me. That's literally just because they want money. Alright, so that should be pretty cool. Now I'm going to probably have a lot of fun using that, hopefully. Alright. And that is going to be the last thing I'm going to discuss in this video. Then what I'm going to be doing going forward with this account. Yeah, so gonna be working on this. Basically, next thing I'm really working on as a little mini project, kind of, is working on this Cossack and then putting a pilot on it. But that's gonna wrap up this video. Underdog. Oh!